We all have heard that story or been in that situation where the roommate thing didn't go quite as planned. One roommate doesn't like the other because her boyfriend always comes over. One roommate doesn't like the other because his hygiene is bad, or so on and so forth. It's so bad to the point where this has become a social norm for college students. I have my good friend here, Caitlin, to discuss a similar situation and how she dealt with this situation using 3 of the 5 levels of the conflict resolution styles: competing, avoiding, and compromising. Now, the first step used in this conflict was the competing style. Caitlin decided to voice her opinion and not care about what others think, making this a win for her and lose for others.
Stuff everywhere.
It was like that yesterday.
I know.
Calm down.
This is ridiculous. I'm just so tired of coming home and everything is everywhere. Pillows on the floor. Like, those cost me $30 a piece. Blankets. Clothes. Are they dirty or clean? Do y'all even know? Drinks that have been there since 5 days ago?
I mean,
Does it actually matter? Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
this
it
is up
matters.
in a month.
It's disgusting.
But it's obvious that didn't work because that just made her roommates more mad and more subjective to not listening. She expresses that she is tired of cleaning up after others. However, that just backfires the conflict. So the next style that the roommates and Caitlin used was the avoiding style. Caitlin realizes that her roommates are ignoring her, and this frustrates her even more, so she starts to ignore her roommates. In this scene, Caitlin and her roommates try solving the conflict with the avoiding style, which forces both parties to lose. Caitlin loses because her house still isn't clean and she misses having them as friends. And her roommates lose because now they have tension with Caitlin and she isn't there to do her usual cleaning. So this style of conflict solving didn't quite work either, so they tried a third, the compromising resolution style. Caitlin realizes that she came off the wrong way and it affected her roommates, so she apologizes and so does her roommates for their lack of cleanliness.
Really sorry I went off on y'all earlier. I should just ask nicely and talk about things instead of coming in here and screaming and being ridiculous. So I'm really sorry. I know you guys are all busy, so I think if we all just work together on this, we can clean.
Well, thanks for apologizing. I mean, we understand that it was a mess. It was pretty rude of the way you came at us, though. And, I mean, we know that you're a neat freak. We've been living with you for a while, but... So we get that it was a little messy, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I didn't quite understand how much it actually bothered you, 'cause you never really said much, but when you came in here and let us have it, I realized that, and I'll definitely agree to do my part around here. I don't want any bad feelings between us.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry about this.
Caitlin realizes that she came off the wrong way and it affected her roommates, so she apologizes and so does her roommates for their lack of cleanliness. In this final stage of the 3 conflict resolution style mentioned here, both sides of the conflict win and are satisfied. Caitlin and her roommates come to a mutual agreement and benefits. Compromise is the best way to go about conflict. The most can be gained and achieved if both parties get a chance to win and have mutual understandings. In both an article by William Wilmot in 2007 and in an article by David Helms in 2012, it vouches for the belief that compromising is the most beneficial style because of the mutual idea of coming to an agreement where both parties win.